It's no secret that in top player profiles, you'll see double time in hidden 95% of the time. And how can you blame anyone? When you compare double time farms to something like Nomad, a 20-second TV size map gives more rank than a 7-minute stream map. Playing double time is simply the best bang for your buck if you want to rank up in OSU. However, there were those that stood out from the competition and liked to play by their own rules. All of the odds were stacked against Hard Rock players. You needed to maintain a near perfect accuracy, hit multiple hard sections in a row, have nerves of steel, and constantly be pushing the limits of what can and can't be done. And sure, nowadays, you have your honesties and your sidetrack days. Well, let's go back to a time where records were being broken left and right, and as a result, showcase some of the best Hard Rock plays that are to this day still unrivaled. Let's get into it. We begin our journey in late 2014. The highest Hard Rock score at the time was Nitro's 482 PP play on Dematory World's End with Hidden Hard Rock, just barely beating out the Lewis score on the map. Hard Rock players were never seen as number 1 players, but due to how much smaller the game was compared to today, Hidden Hard Rock was still a great skill set to have for ranks. And one of the most famous people that pioneered the Hidden Hard Rock playstyle was none other than Azer. Azer's ability to play Hidden Hard Rock was so good that it cemented him as a legend in OSU history, along with a popular saying that everybody playing before 2018 knows about.
Holy fuck, dude! 485 PP! Is that the highest PP ever? Or did Cookiezi do something that's better than this?
Shortly after though, Biko, an anomaly in the OSU community, held the Hidden Hard Rock record at a buff score of 502 PP. Some were sad that the legendary United score was taken down so fast, but some said that this play was better than United. They didn't have that much time to mourn though, because shortly after, United was back on top, now being worth 493 PP. With help from a buff to hidden streams, Azer could rest easy again. And while all the hype surrounding Azer was going on, a player unironically named Hidden Hard Rock had a different story to write. He was improving at a crazy rate and peaking at rank 4. He did this by setting several 500 PP scores on maps like Candle Reduction, Escape with the Clouds, and First. All of these plays had ridiculous accuracy, dropping only a handful of 100s each play that he did. And while he was pushing boundaries in the accuracy department, along with having incredible stream aim, somebody else was competing alongside him. His style of play was a little different from My Aim Sucks though.
I've got it. Yes! Ah, that's so good. Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Index was known as the originator of the Hard Rock only playstyle. In an era where Hard Rock was all about accuracy farming, Index played maps where no players dared to try Hard Rock on. Leaderboards where there were only no mod FCs, and sometimes not even any FCs. Index was always up to the challenge. He found success on maps like Hanairo Biyori, Salvation, and Revolution Death Squad, all with only Hard Rock, and being the only Hard Rock FC on the leaderboards. On March 26, 2015, he didn't just have the Hard Rock PP record, but the PP record in the entire game. And you would think that beating DT with Hard Rock was insane enough. But that's not even the best part. In a time where there are only 560s and 570s, Index managed to set the first 600 PP play in OSU.
Fucking hype. That was fucking tough. Hello 600s. I've been missing you for days.
And to add to the insanity of this play, Index actually got 600 PP twice, with a 1 slider break run worth 609 PP during March. The map got disqualified though, so his score was deleted forever from OSU, but not even that could stop Index, because a month later, he FC'd the map again for 607 PP. There's one thing we should discuss though. Why do we refer to Index as the one to receive the first 600 PP play? Technically, his first 600 on the map was disqualified, since the last journey home was unqualified and requalified after he set the score. This meant that he wasn't the first 600 PP anymore. The first 600 PP play would be on Sakura Kagetsu, with a Wubble Wolf score being 603 PP. However, there was a high CS nerf, meaning that a month later, Index's score was agreed upon by everybody as the first 600 PP play. So after all of the first 600 pp controversy, the reign of Index would seem to last for a very long time. The map was almost 9 minutes long, was full of space streams, and nerve-wracking patterns. How could anybody beat him? Well, there was one map that was looking to be a contender. Remember earlier in the video, when I mentioned Hidden Hard Rock? Well, he was on a play, on a map called Ice Angel. Ice Angel was a low BPM stream map that lasted 6 minutes, that with Hidden Hard Rock and a 99% FC, could seal the deal for the PP record. And Hidden Hard Rock was looking to be the one who would do it.
What? Oh my god. No.
And after hitting the hardest section, he tragically missed due to his nerves and quit the map. With his accuracy, it would have been worth roughly 645 pp, a whole 40 pp ahead of the previous record. This would have given him the record for almost half the year, and it might even be the #1 score 5 years later. Not all hope was lost though, because a player named Zover15, also known as Zover, showcased his massive potential with FCs on View of the River sticks and Counterattack of the Week. 4 years later, he still holds the highest Hard Rock accuracy on Counterattack of the Week, outbeating names like Toy, Varvalian, and Rollhulk. Previously, Hidden Hard Rock showed the potential of Ice Angel with Hidden Hard Rock. Due to Zover's playstyle though, a 99% Hard Rock only FC wasn't enough to beat the record of 607. He needed to outmatch Hidden Hard Rock's accuracy, and just barely would be able to beat Index. It was looking highly unlikely. And despite everything, Zover looked like he was going to do it. $614 pp. After 3 months, it was finally done. He skipped 500 pp and finally took down Index, and at the time, some even said that it was regarded as the single best play of all time. But just wait a second, how come we don't remember Zover as the best Hard Rock player in 2015? The last Journey Home was cooler? Maybe Index was seen as a better player? Remember the high CS nerf on Sakura Kagetsu I mentioned earlier? Well, it turns out that Tom94, the guy who implemented the change, said the changes only affected older maps, and newer scores like Sakura Kagetsu and Ice Angel were only recently changed in mid-2015 after he updated some of the database. This is why most people don't remember Zover's play on Ice Angel being worth 600, and instead, it was nerfed to the high 500s. So yet again, Index was back on top. Another 4 months would pass, and DT legends like HVIC225 and Rafis were dominating the rankings with their groundbreaking DT plays, like HVIC's Miraizu DT FC and the first remod FC on Best Friends from Rafis. One of the more popular names in Osu, Wolf, is a veteran in high-ranked Osu gameplay, and along with being an insane reading player, he was also one of the best HR players too. And with Hard Rock, there was a map ranked that had the potential to be the first 700 pp play, Defenders. At first, the community was able to have a taste of what Defenders was like when Happy Stick failed out a run with 2500 combo. His accuracy wasn't 700 pp material, but for the best players in the game, Defenders would look like the perfect opportunity for a PP record. And then, on November 3rd, 2015, Wolf was streaming attempts of Defenders with an in-game spectator count of over 300. With every attempt he put in, the FC looked like it was going to happen any minute now. And once he hit the hard part, it was getting tense. And even though it was a 700 pp choke, it was a new PP record, beating out HVIC665 on Miraizu, Rafis' 666 on Best Friends, and now Wolf's 667 on Defenders, completing the trilogy of the high 600s. Now since Wolf was on top, the record didn't look like it would go any further, and the community was satisfied with Defenders. Wolf could rest easy. Like, who could take down one of the biggest legends in Osu history? Nobody. Well, that is, unless you're Cookiezi.
His reflex complete.
Sleeping Cookiezi.
Cookiezi was regarded as the best player in Osu by far. His aim was far ahead of anybody else. His stamina seemed like it lasted forever on maps like Freedom Dive, and breaking records was just another afternoon for him. So yeah, just Cookiezi doing Cookiezi things. And unsurprisingly, a little over a month after he was unbanned, he set his infamous score on Blue Zenith with Hard Rock. And there it was, Osu's first 700 PP play, 727 on Blue Zenith. What was next for Cookiezi? Well, 15 days after his 700 on Blue Zenith, he set 717 PP on Freedom Dive with Hard Rock, this time being in FC. On a map he got a 99.97% FC back in 2013, and to re-FC it with Hard Rock 3 years later, Cookiezi had truly made his comeback and his legendary status in 2013. He proved himself to not age a day in 2016. How? Just how could it possibly get any crazier than this? Only a handful of players had a 700 PP play, and it looked like it was going to stay like that for a very long time. And it sort of did, for 10 months. And what is probably the most famous play in Osu history, Cookiezi was here to break another barrier. This time, something that to this day has barely even been close to being contested. Freedom Dive, Hidden Hard Rock. The world had just witnessed Osu history. 800 PP, numbers that not even a cheater can produce. But Cookiezi is better than a hacker. It's good to know that Cookiezi's record was beaten with FG Sky's play on Shiori 4 mod, with a 1 miss being worth 850 PP. This play was so controversial that a hidden rebalance was put in place, nerfing FG Sky's play into the ground, and fittingly, Cookiezi's play on Freedom Dive was a record again, being buffed to 820 PP. A year and 10 months later, it's how long Freedom Dive stood, and here's when we get into the more recent meta for Osu, Space Stream Farm.
Yeah, I have to retry.
What the fuck? Did you see that? Cheats confirmed, guys. It's over for me. Cheats confirmed! It's over for me! Yo, look at me!
Oh my fucking god! No fucking way!
Cheats confirmed! It's over for me! Yes! Here, oh never mind, 1035, what the fuck? It doesn't even show up on my best performance. Holy shit. Well, that's done. Part of my life gone. My hands are so numb right now. They're not shaky, but they're really numb. That's...
And as of today,
1035
is where the world record stands.
And for a year and 4 months, the second ever 1000 PP play by Idki is where the Hard Rock PP record stands today. The evolution of Hard Rock throughout the years shows just how much the player base has improved, and will keep continuing to get better and better. Maybe we might even have a 1600 PP play soon, once Miami FC's Sidetrack Day double time. But for Hard Rock, I'd say maybe Umbre can clutch out a Hidden Hard Rock FC on Slong's compilation. Whatever it is, it'll be insane, and forever known in Osu history. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. It's free. And if you want updates on future videos and progress on current ones, check out my Twitter here. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.